Hey everyone, welcome back to Kitsune Kustoms. On today's episode, we're going to do a Christmas miniatures haul and an update for 2026, so stay tuned. First things first, I am so excited to go over a few quick updates for you about what 2026 for Kitsune Kustoms is going to look like. So, there are tons of new things. There's some things we're going to continue and new plans that I have, and I cannot wait to share with you everything that I have going on this year. First and foremost, we are absolutely going to continue the Mayberry Street tutorials. I believe there are 15 of those sets currently available at my Hobby Lobby store. And I know how much you guys have enjoyed those being a tutorial of how to make and work on DIY sets. So my goal is to make a playlist of all of the Mayberry Street sets, so you guys have a follow-along video to go with while you're working, just keeping something on. They're nice and long. I try to keep them as short as possible, but making a miniature takes time, and it's okay if it takes time. Don't feel rushed in these. This is a hobby. This is something for you to enjoy, and it should take some time. So sit back and watch the video, get yourself something to drink, and just relax and make something along with me. The next thing I really want to do for 2026 is continue our miniature streams on maybe Twitch. I'm probably just going to do them on YouTube. I'm not 100% certain yet, but there will be a regular weekly stream on Saturdays every week doing the Roll Life Miniatures, Robo Time, Cute Bee, which is the magic house that we've been working on recently. All those other brands that you kind of see on Amazon and everything, I want to do a weekly stream so you guys can follow along. We can chat, we can talk about what we're doing, I can answer any questions you guys have live. I just think that'll be a great way to work on a bigger set and enjoy the process. I really like getting deeper in those and sanding things down, repainting stuff and things like that. I'm a miniature customizer, that's kind of what I do anyway. But I really thought you guys would enjoy being on stream and making stuff along with me. There might be times where I throw in Warhammer miniatures or D&D miniatures, which is also part of what I do. But for now, we're really just going to stick to the Roll Life and Robotime miniatures for a stream every Saturday. Next thing, I also want to make sure that I cover things like product videos, or like my favorite types of glue, or the cutters that I've really been enjoying, or stuff like that. If there's anything you guys would like me to add into a video, or a video you'd like me to make, just post in the comments below and I'll do everything in my power to make sure I make a good quality video to answer questions that you guys have about miniatures, miniature building, or anything else related to it. Fourth and final thing I want to do in 2026 is focus on custom builds. Now, I know this is something I touched on over a year ago in my intro to the channel, but this whole last year hasn't really given me the time or the know-how or anything like that to really work on any custom builds. We got our sweet little babies, our kitties, that I hope my husband is putting up as a picture over here so I don't look stupid doing this. But we got our sweet babies in April of last year, and I was actually working on a custom build video in April. And then all of a sudden they showed up in a dead tree stump in our backyard, abandoned. So we took them in and we're absolutely in love with them. They are 10 months now and they're fully capable of caring for themselves, so we're not weaning kittens anymore. But the custom builds are definitely going to be on the channel now. And I'm really excited to show you guys some fun things and what I really wanted to do with this channel to begin with. And over here, I'll show you some of the ideas that I've actually had for custom things that I want to make. Now, the first thing I wanted to do, and this is kind of a big thing for me because I haven't done anything this big before, but I'm a huge fan of the game Potion Craft, and I have seen a lot of people make small things or little builds or whatever from this game, and I would love to make the actual whole house in this game, and hopefully we can get a screenshot of that or something up here. But I am so excited to attempt to make this. It won't be exact, will kind of make it a little bit different, but I've always wanted to try making builds from my favorite games, and recently this has been one of them. I also want to make the Animal Crossing trailer park from New Horizons. So I've seen a lot of trailers in miniature sets before, and I've always wanted to make one. So I thought, why not do an entire trailer park of the Animal Crossing friends? So we're going to try making probably a 1/24th scale, because 1/12 scale is going to be insane. But we're probably going to make a, I would say, about this high 1/24th scale of the entire Animal Crossing. It's not actually a trailer park. I am forgetting the name of it. It's actually called this right here, but that's what we're going to try making. Those are just my two big ideas that I've had so far, but there's going to be loads more coming. I am a huge Zelda fan. I would love to make things like Link's Treehouse from Ocarina of Time, or the stables from Breath of the Wild, and I've seen so many videos of people making miniatures from Breath of the Wild for D&D games, for any other tabletop game, as terrain, and I would love to be in that community and be a part of that. So we're going to make as many cool things as we can. If you guys have any ideas for builds from video games that you would like to see, and it kind of tickles my fancy, I guess, then feel free to drop it in the comments, and I'll see if I can make it happen. Let's get into my 2025 Christmas haul for miniatures. All right, let's get into it. Okay, we'll start right from the top. Now, a few of these I already had, but they are videos that's coming, so I thought I'd at least get you excited for what we're doing right now. The Chocolatier set from Mayberry Street is a video that I am currently working on and almost done with. That video should be coming out in just a couple weeks. A few new Mayberry Streets that I got a hold of that will be our upcoming DIY videos are the Delightful Den, the Century Bookstore. There's actually nothing in here right now because I have this all prepped and ready to go. This will be the next Mayberry Street video after the Chocolatier is done. Then we have Room and Bloom. Now, there's actually kind of a funny story behind this one. I have attempted making this. This will be the third attempt at making this. This was my very first Mayberry Street miniature that I tried filming, and I screwed up the footage twice. First one had absolutely no audio. Second, nothing was in focus, so I completely scrapped it and got rid of it. So I bought it again. Thank God these are cheap, and we're gonna do it for a third and final time, hopefully. Okay, now to the actual Christmas haul that I got for Christmas this year. I was super blessed by my in-laws, my dad, and my husband, who each got me two. And there's a couple in here that I already had, but I haven't made yet, so I thought I'd just add to it and show you the really fun upcoming stuff that we're going to be doing. Some of these will be on stream. My goal is to stream as many of these as possible. Some of them are probably just going to be regular videos. So the first one, we'll just get this one out of the way because it's the biggest. Everything's kind of in Chinese, so it says travel time. I don't know if there is a actual name for this outside of time travel. But it's a really neat camper, and the only sad part about this, I already kind of opened this and took a look at it. The reason the box is so huge is because this thing is pre-made. So the actual shell is already pre-cut, pre-glued, and it's one solid piece, but everything in it is what you're actually putting together. So we'll probably do this one on stream, but it looks really fun, and I thought it would be great because when we do the Animal Crossing trailers, this will start to give me an idea of what can fit in or on a trailer. Okay, next one. Alright, next I have to brag on and show you what my husband got me. He knows I'm obsessed with book nooks. I'll put up a couple pictures right here of the first one I ever did was the Sunshine House from Roll Life. And this one turned out just beautifully. I loved working on it, and it actually got me hooked on just book nooks in general. So he went out looking for some for me and got me one of, there's a ton of these, but one of the Christmas book nooks, and he said this one was the one that looked the most intricate, and he knows I love the way more detailed. I'm not a huge fan of snap together miniatures. I like gluing, cutting, and painting everything myself. So this one looked the most detailed and intricate. So I am super excited to put this one together. The other one he got me for Christmas, this one doesn't really look like a book nook from the front, but it's actually a kind of a cyberpunk book nook. I'm gonna see if I can get in so you can see it better. But it's a really neat cyber city looking thing, so I'm super excited to try putting this one together because I love the never-ending room look that these book nooks do a lot of. And it looks like there's a ton of cool stuff in here. My favorite thing about miniatures is lighting, and there's a ton of it. This is going to be really cool. Next are the two things that my in-laws got for me. I have been wanting to work on this one for a long time. I keep seeing it pop up on Amazon, so I'm super excited that they picked this one out. I think this one's going to be a real challenge. It's probably going to be my biggest. As far as I know from doing the measurements, everything's in millimeters down here, by the way. One second, I'm going to grab the ruler so I can really make this believable. We're looking at about 11.5 inches high just for this one. So normally I can't stand doing plants, but that's part of the reason I want to challenge myself, because the only reason I don't like doing plants is I'm not really good at it. So this is going to be great. I forgot to mention that camper was actually one that my in-laws got me as well. They did get me 2 of them, so thought I should mention that. This is actually another one that my husband got me. It looks kind of like the Sunshine House, but it's just called the Garden House. And I don't see any of the mirror continuation type things in this one, but it looks really, really fun. There's only one thing that I think you actually snap together that's plastic, but everything else looks really, really cool. There's 176 pieces. And I just love how these light up and sit in between your books on a bookshelf, so this one's going to be really cool to do. Now, these next two from Real Life, I actually bought these myself. I found them on sale. One was from, I think, when Joann Fabrics was going out of business and they had clearance on some of these. And another one I bought actually at Micro Center. This is the one I got at Joann's. This is the Simon's Coffee House. And I've heard a lot of people complain about these two sets in particular. This is the Miller's Garden. I got this one for a friend of mine so we could try doing them together. But she probably thought I was insane for getting her this because this is one of the hardest ones. But I'm in a couple Facebook groups for miniatures and I love getting new ideas from people on there. And one of the funniest things I've seen is that these two tend to pop up a lot. And you probably can't tell just from looking at it. But there's a little stand right over here. It's solid metal and you have to cut and glue all that metal yourself. Same goes with the chairs in this one. As far as I'm aware, I haven't fully taken this one apart yet, so I don't 100% know that, but as far as I've been able to tell, here's a better picture of it on the back. Everyone complains about how hard it is to glue these little bits of metal together to form a chair, a bookshelf, whatever. But I've seen some great things and responses to those complaints as well, and there's probably going to be a video about that specifically in the future. Okay, last two. These are the ones that my dad bought me, and he actually got me 2 of the Mayberry Street, so these will end up in the Mayberry Street playlist. This one is the Dreamer's Loft. I've really been looking forward to this one because it's probably going to be one of the biggest Mayberry Streets I've done thus far. And the next one, this one's kind of special, and I know why my dad got this one. It's the music studio, and I actually made my dad, and I'll put a couple pictures up right here, of the music studio, this same kit that I actually made for my dad a number of years ago for Father's Day. And I really customized this one. I changed the colors, I printed off different pictures, I even printed off some pictures of his own albums from his band that he was in 20 some odd years ago. including some of his favorite albums and all the posters he actually has in his own music studio in his basement. It was a lot of fun putting this together, and I know he really enjoys looking at it every so often, so that's probably why he got me one, so that I could do my own. Anyway, that is the entirety of what I got just for Christmas. Like I said, a few things were ones I already owned, but I just wanted you guys to see how much fun we're going to be having this year. These miniatures take time. I'm getting better at building, making everything, getting better at my techniques, but I'm growing right along with you guys. So I'm going to do my best to try to get out at least 2 videos a month. We'll see how that one goes, not including the Saturday stream. But again, as we go along, we'll see how that actually works out. I also have another really quick update and something I would love to share. My husband and I decided to go into business together this year, so it's not just me running the YouTube channel anymore. As a matter of fact, my husband Kyle is now editing all of my videos so that I can do more of this. So thank you, babe, so much from the bottom of my heart from being my editor, because you know how much I hate editing and how much time it takes away from me actually building things. So everybody say thank you to my husband Kyle in the comments so much for giving me extra time to give you guys more of myself. That's all I have to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.